And say let us do a live video or live, and the purpose of this live is to talk about a new book which was written by us, and this book is so emotional to me. It's about my dad. Okay, and today is a very important day in our family. It's the day he passed away. So throughout the years, it's 6 years now. So throughout the years, we have been thinking, or the team or I have been thinking, what can I do to make his memories or his knowledge see in this world, or what's the best gift I can offer him as being his daughter. I was reflecting, and I realized the best way for me to really offer him is to write something down about his knowledge. My mindset shift, my paradigm shift, or what I share on my page, it's just knowledge about life. So that knowledge, that wisdom, is from a man that's called my dad, Ngongang Victor. And through that, through his inspiration, through the way he lived his life, it has shaped me a lot to become the woman I am today, or the family we are called today. So today it's about this book, The Principle of a Man Called Ngongang Victor. That's my dad. Proud of him. So that I call the name Ngongang Pauline. That's my dad. So that's where the name is coming from. So this book is about his wisdom, his knowledge, and also an interaction between a father and a daughter. And in this book, he shared a lot of insight, and this insight have shaped me throughout my adulthood. He's not here on this earth, but still his wisdom and knowledge still guides me through. So it's been published on Amazon. Kindly go there and buy this book. Just read the book. Share your feedbacks on what you think about this book, and how can we improve, on how can you improve your relationship with your dad. How as a female, how relevant or how important is your dad? Shape your understanding, your confidence as well. Because a father represents 3 figures. 1, courage. 2, honesty. 3, bravery. When I talk about courage, how do you face the world as a woman with all the challenges you face in life? Second, honesty. How do you live your life? If your dad or if someone male figure in front of you is not honest, do you think the way you live your life is going to affect you? Do you think you live in an honest way, or in a way that reflects his identity? And lastly, bravery. This world has a lot of challenges. This world has a lot of things that he goes through, and if you're not brave enough, and that bravery comes from your parents, that bravery comes from your father, will represent that bravery. So with this book, I written out my heart out. Okay, it's not too much, just a little bit. It's about it's 6 page, and I've attached attributes of everyone who has contributed and the lives he has impacted throughout his life on it. So do well to go to Amazon and purchase this book and give me your feedback. And before I leave you, okay, I'll just read a chapter of this book. It's just short, it's not too long. You can take a day or 5 hours and finish the book. So do well to patronize, or do well to spread the wisdom and the knowledge, and I'm waiting for your feedback. So I'm going to read a chapter which is Principle 6. Okay, no, Principle 9. It's anger. Okay. It says, maturity requires a great deal of self-control, especially regarding emotions. Becoming an adult means you have accumulated experiences that shape your character. I don't know, the connection is disturbing, so let's ride on. This is chapter 9 of the book, Anger. Maturity requires a great deal of self-control, especially regarding emotions. Becoming an adult means you have accumulated experiences that shape your character. Your relationships and environment can profoundly influence your happiness and joy. As time passes, many individuals choose to educate themselves about their surroundings, while others focus on events that directly impact their lives. Imagine if these two types of individuals engage in a conversation. It's unlikely they will reach a compromise. If they do, the one with an open mind is more likely to accept differing views rather than debate them. Do you think this is the end of the discussion, or will there be further opportunities to challenge each other's perspective? Food for thought. Papa Victor was a deep thinker, often reflecting on many things while at home or driving. Each time I notice this, I wish I could help ease his thoughts or find solutions to his concerns. One day, while in his living room, I struggled to find clarity in my own thoughts. Sensing my confusion, he began to share insights from his own life. Indira, he said, anger is detrimental. Even in small amounts, it drains your inner strength and compromises your ability to think critically. When consumed by anger, your mind loses its peace, constantly preoccupied with hurts and thoughts of retribution. He continued, the body, spirit, and soul are interconnected. Our body reacts to what the spirit feels, and our soul reflects what we value. Many people flee from the truth because it represents the liberation we seek. Yet we often choose conflict over peace. We become complacent with what we have, thinking it's sufficient. But ultimately, we face the consequences of our choices. He added, never expect the same love you give to others in return. Receiving the same energy you pour out is rare. That's why I'm always grateful for your mother. Together, we have achieved so much, and she has taught me to release the pain caused by others and instead show gratitude to God for being able to provide for you and your siblings. Your success are my greatest joy. Please always make me proud. The mind functions according to the information we focus on, particularly what we see and feel. Your true beauty emerges when you embrace your uniqueness and reject elements that distract from your worth. By trusting in the right path and allowing love to guide you, you cultivate hope. When these elements aren't aligned, don't blame others. It's your responsibility because you gave them the opportunity. If you don't grant them that power, you can control your emotions and assess whether they deserve your time and energy. When you are happy, your productivity soars. Conversely, when you are angry, it promotes leading to anxiety and depression. My daughter, don't harbor anger. It will only destroy you. If things aren't working out now, remember that as long as you are alive, there is hope. Be content with what you have. Don't fixate on others' opinions or their hurtful actions. Instead, focus on rising above them, either by distancing yourself or letting go of negative feelings. These emotions are temporary, and if you dwell on them, they can become permanent. The more you focus on them, the more power the gain over your actions, leading to regret and a sense of powerlessness. When you cultivate your own happiness, you have more to offer. When you cultivate your own happiness, you have more to offer. You have more to offer the world, inviting new ideas, building relationships, and making a positive impact in your community. So that's chapter 9, talking about anger, about his view about anger, and how can we as adults manage our emotions, control our emotions with anger. So thank you to everyone who has been supporting our work on the mindset shift or paradigm shift on our page. Do well to purchase it on Amazon, okay? On Amazon, Mbue, Ngongang, Victor, and you will like it a lot. I so much love this book. I think this will be my best book so far. Best book so far. And do well to write your feedback and explain what you want to know. And this is so good for parents, for father and daughter relationship, for a father who's really doubting how to approach their daughter. What are the things to tell your daughter? How can you guide them being a father to them? So do well to purchase this book, and thank you so much. And may the soul of Ngongang Victor keep resting in peace. Say you. Oh, and grief. I just remembered grief. Grief is something we'll talk about next year, 2025. We'll have a series on it. We're going to have a series on that. I'm not saying I have the best experience on grief or I have managed grief, but I will share my own opinion about grief and how we can go about grief. Grief is something very, very important in our society that we as human beings have to accept, and the way we approach it, the way we deal with it, will determine our future. Many people have lost their life. Many people have been thrown to depression because after grief, after losing someone close to them, what do they do? How can you manage it? So I will share my own opinion. I will share my own view about grief and how you can manage grief. So watch out on our Facebook page and our Instagram page, on YouTube, about the series of grief. Thank you so much, and I wish you all a lovely, lovely evening.